welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to Moke, Papua New Guinea. We're out here in West New Britain, Papua New Guinea today and heading back to Hoskins. Alright, let's go ahead and get started because it's another warm one today. So, igniter's on, fuel pump is on, everything is back, low start. I just shut down, so I'm waiting for my ITT to drop below 200 Celsius and then introducing my low fuel.
TOS system test, okay.
That helps kind of like the pop as you start. So, anyways, yeah. Alright, low oil pressure, but now it's coming back up. Alright, generator on, prop forward, V2, alternator, and aux bus. It's just a 35-minute flight back to Hoskins, and we're going to go coastal this time. So I'm going to take the low route back to Hoskins, down the coast, show you guys a couple little fishing villages and stuff out on some islands, so it's going to be pretty cool. All stations Moke 127.1 Kodiak November Tango Zulu will be departing from Moke, Hoskins, below 5,000. Moresby 5565 November Tango Zulu, departure. Correction, November Tango Zulu, taxiing Moke, Hoskins, 1 POB, below amended 5,000.
November Tango Zulu, watch copy traffic, November Tango Kilo, company Kodiak. American for Hoskins. This is flyable, I say 1 estimating Hoskins on the hour.
Copy, company, November Tango Kilo, November Tango Zulu. Alright, fuel caps and selectors are good. Our controls, turn off Betty for takeoff, switches and instruments. I've already got that set up. We're at 5,100 pounds, so 53 and 61. 53 for takeoff, 61 for approach. Our flaps are set, indicated, and verified at 20. I already turned on my radar on standby, trim and abort. If we do need to abort, there's a grass patch that kind of comes out under the runway down there about halfway. We'll full reverse, heavy braking, flaps up, cut off, pull off, and shut off if we are going off. If we are not by 50 knots at that point. After takeoff, we're going to pitch for 85, consider EPL immediately. If that doesn't work, we're going to go ahead and feather it, cut off, pull off, and shut off. 80 full flaps, and there's some roads down there, so we'll try to land on one of those. There are emergencies, masters, and crack my door. Alright, ignition, inlet, and lights, harnesses are good. I already did my SAR. We're at sea level, 30 degrees, 1540. Or correction, we're 1,000 foot up, I guess. So 1490. Ignition condition, flaps 20, fuel and harnesses. Checklist is complete. Alright, 1490. Alright, airspeed is alive. And we are airborne. We got 6 knots on the nose. Cut off before all the mud, so that's good. Hopefully I didn't splatter my camera on takeoff. Alright, climbing out. At 740 on the ITT. We're going to make a left-hand turn here and head out to the coast. We've got clouds right around 1,000 foot AGL, which is above the ground level if you're not really sure what that means. Right, over 85 knots, we'll go 20 degrees of flaps. We're over 100, so we'll go 0 and bring our prop back to 2,000 RPM. That's also going to drop our ITT right back down to 720, so it's just like slowly going down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring our torque way back, all the way probably down to like 1,100. Because I'm going to start flying with my fuel flow on this flight. Because I'm below 5,000, I'm going to be limited, well not limited, but I'm going to limit myself from 320 pounds of fuel per hour. Because that's what we do our calculations and flight planning on. Now that I'm at my altitude, I'm going to turn off my landing light, my engine inlet. Actually, I'm going to leave that in bypass because I am low. And my igniters are turned off. I'm going to show you a couple cool little islands. I mean, they are so packed full of people that live on these tiny islands. I'm sure they have to probably come to the mainland to get water, because any water that they would even have as a well would be pretty brackish, I would think. But yeah, anyways, it'd be really, really cool to live on one of these islands. Maybe for a summer. I don't know about full time, because it is hot here. And one of these days when I get my helicopter rating, I'm going to land on one of these little remote islands that have nobody that live on them and have lunch. I'll record that for you, because I've been wanting to do that for ages. There's so many little islands. On the way back to Goroka, there's actually some that are probably like 10 miles from any other island. So you could land out there, nobody would even know you're there. Like, there wouldn't be any boats coming out there to make sure you're okay and stuff, or charge you for landing on their island. But yeah, someday I'm going to do that, and it's going to be epic. Here's like one of those islands I was talking about. This, it looks like it has a bunch of logging and stuff right here. Let me drop down a little bit lower. A little bit of logging here, and yeah, the island, as you can see, is just so packed full. If anybody's out today, don't really see too many, couple people. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that is really awesome. Bunch of tiny little boats out here fishing over the reef. That's really cool. Hey, someone's waving at me with his paddles in his boat. Yeah, these little islands right out here on this left out here, a little knoll up there would be an amazing place to have beach house overlooking the ocean with that blue, crazy blue water. Oh, there's a little boat right out here that has crashed on the reef. Let me just circle that real quick, because you're not going to be able to see that. I've never actually seen that before. I wonder how old that thing is. Anyways, I was saying, if you guys would like to fly this exact same route on Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane or whatever else, I'll leave the links down below to my Patreon page, and you can fly this exact same one, and maybe even see if you can't see this little crash boat right here. I think that's pretty awesome. Let me whip around so you guys can see it. What a bummer. What a bummer. Well, I don't actually know if we're going to go right by it or not. I think it's almost directly on my course from where I am right now up to Hoskins. But there's actually a volcano that is just kind of like this big open sulfur pit, more or less. There's no trees on it. It's just kind of this open kind of, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's just kind of like a white, if you're a geologist or something, maybe you know a little more than I do, but it's like continually smoking. It smells like a big fart over there. So I think it's almost directly on my track. I'll see if we can go next to it so you guys can see it. Look at this tiny little island. That is crazy. There's like 10 trees on it, and it's just basically just one big sandy island. That is epic. Yeah, like that's the kind of island I want to land with the helicopter, that little one way out there. There's just a couple little houses on there. Oh, that guy's waving at me. I gotta wave back. Another fisherman out there. The boats that they have are pretty cool. They're carved out in one big piece of log. If I can find a picture of one, I'll post it up here. But then they have like these little runners out with another little tiny thing. And yeah, not much room sitting in them, but they go out on all these reefs and do a lot of fishing. Oh, we could not ask for better weather today, that's for sure. I mean, last week when I was out here, it was horrible weather. I'll leave a link up here if you want to see that video going out to Gasmata. It was pretty crap weather. Rain, IMC most of the way, and then there was one tiny hole that was able to get me down in there, and then started pouring raining the second after I landed as well. So anyways, yeah, I'll link that up here if you're interested in seeing that. I'm actually heading out to Gasmata directly after this to take those people that I picked up back there, and then all the way out to Tokwa this afternoon, and then I'll be spending the overnight here. And then tomorrow I'm heading all the way up to Kavieng and all the way back to Goroka. So Kavieng, Goroka, that's like 2 hours and 40-minute flight, I think. It's a pretty long one, actually. Yeah, it definitely smells like a big fart right here. I'm just coming up to it now. Oh, that really reeks. There isn't any ash that I've ever seen from this one specifically. Well, maybe last summer we saw a little bit of ash, but for the most part, there's never any ash. It's just the sulfury smell and just a tiny little bit of like ground smoke that only goes up like 20 feet at most. I think you might pass me, Brent. I'm checking out this little volcano that always smells like a big fart.
The fart hole?
Yep.
No, I haven't passed yet. I am just coming up on the peninsula now. My ETA is 14. I'm 27.7.
Yeah, that's what I am too. I'm right below you.
What's your altitude?
32.
Okay, I'm at 5.7.
And I'm off to the left of you. I can have you on TCAS.
I should be able to see you. I'm looking for you.
Well, just look at the big fart hole.
Oh, you're actually at the fart hole. Oh, yeah, hey, there you are. Yeah, we're no factor.
Yeah. I've actually never flown over this before, so it's actually kind of cool. Yeah, so it's just like constantly smoking. And it looks like there's some green stuff down there. Wow, that's pretty cool though, huh? Now you can say you've seen the top of a volcano. It looks like there might be a little bit of crevice on the other side of it, but I don't really feel like going around it right now. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up right now if you do. You guys can see I've got another airplane just right next to me. He's coming down. It's actually one of our company airplanes that's coming out here as well. Pick up some passengers and head back to Goroka. So he's just going to be picking up, heading straight back. I've got another couple rounders this afternoon. And then hopefully I think by 2:30 or something like that, I should be finished. The winds were I think around 6 or 7 out of the south-southeast.
So what you're saying is I can get stopped by the taxiway?
Dude, challenge accepted. Alright, I'm going to see how close you are. I'll fly overhead when you touch down, alright? So if you want to go and just fly around and then land on runway 12, then I'll land behind you and we'll see who can get stopped the first.
Don't blow a tire.
Oh, no. I won't lock them up. What weight are you right now?
59. What are you at?
49.
Ah.
That's alright. It just is more of a challenge for you.
Right. I got you off my wing there.
I'm looking for you. You're 1,000 foot above. Are you behind or ahead of me?
I lost you. Stand by.
Alright, well, I'm 14.6 miles, so I'll slow down a little bit, let you fly overhead to enter into a left downwind, and that way I can catch your landing right as you go across.
I'm 13.6 now. I'll just make a right base. You're pretty much exactly a beam with me, so.
I'm slowing down now just so you can get a little bit ahead of me.
Grim.
Alright, I am looking for him. Oh, there he is out there. Yeah, I'm going to have to slow down a lot because you're just a beam me now.
So I'm 1,000 pounds more than you, and I haven't had a warm-up landing today.
Excuses.
Excuses are tools of mediocrity that build monuments for nothing.
Yeah, my estimate landing weight is 4980. Alright, where did he go?
What'd you say?
My estimate landing weight is 4970 now. Alright, now I'm going to try to speed up so that I can get his landing with this wing camera here.
Do you have any insight yet?
Yeah, you're ahead of me now a few miles. All stations, Hoskins, Kodiak November Tango, Zulu 8 miles to the west. Circuit time 16 Hoskins. And I gotta speed up. I didn't think I was that slow. Now I'm like a couple miles behind you.
November Tango Kilo and November Tango Zulu. This is Alpha November Quebec. We're inbound from the south. We're still pretty far out. 78,000 and estimating overhead at 2-3. Just want one of you guys pop on the ground and give us a wind check and a Q&A check. Yeah, I can do that. November Tango Kilo copies Alpha November Quebec. Thanks, man.
All right, Brent, slow down so I can catch up and get your landing.
Yeah, I'm slowing down. All stations, Hoskins, 1271, Kodak, November Tango Kilo is turning final runway 12.
All right, so I'm just gonna fly over the field at 1,000 foot. Hopefully just a tiny bit behind him so that we can get his landing in here. He is like 1,000 pounds heavier than me, so I definitely have the advantage today. All right, here he comes. Let's see where he touches down. And just past the threshold.
Traffic, 11 o'clock. Low, less than 1 mile.
And just past the taxiway. All stations, Hoskins. November Tango Zulu be entering at left downwind runway 12 Hoskins. All right, selectors and brakes. Pause. VREF is going to be the absolute slowest I can go in. Is at 60 knots.
November Quebec, November Tango Kilo. Alpha Vic, good. Yeah, QNH 1012 and at about 3 knots on the tail, landing runway 12. 1012 and light westerly. Thanks, man.
Lights and inlets are done. Abort. Power up 20 degrees. Pitch for 73 and left or straight ahead out. Prop and harness and flaps to go. Do full flaps. We'll do SAR on the ground.
Your SAR's canceled.
Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to try to land just past the threshold and then stop by the first taxiway, which is exactly right at the 500-foot marker. I've done it before, but we'll see now the pressure's on.
All station Oscar's Alpha November Quebec, we're now 22 miles to the south, 9,000.
500.
2-3 will be Alpha flying right, second runway 30.
Alright, we've got 5 knots off of our left a little bit. We're going to slow all the way down to 60, which is really difficult in this airplane. Doesn't like flying really slow when it's this light. Got my trim almost all the way back. At 63 knots. Slow down a little bit more. .61 knots, 62 knots. All right, there's the 500-foot marker. Just a tiny bit past it. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. Consider subscribing if you guys like this kind of content. Want to see more PNG, things like that. Anyways, thanks again, guys, for taking the time to watch. Have a good one. Turn off our blowers, all of our lights, fuel pump, everything off, and cut off. And feather. Alright, have a great one.